Hey guys, you're watching A.O.W. and I'm your host, Michaela Dene, and today what we're going to be hanging out with the band Army Navy.
We break, we just can't stand it. We got no money, so we're running away. This time is wrong.
Yeah, my name's Doug. I play the drums.
Justin, I sing and play rhythm guitar.
Louis, I play guitar and keyboards.
Grant, I play bass.
Okay, so how did the band start?
Don't ask me. I wasn't there.
It started in a bedroom. I was making demos by myself a long time ago, and I made a couple of copies and I passed it along to a couple friends, and those friends passed along to other friends, and eventually, without me really realizing I was putting a band together, there were some people that wanted to play those songs, and it sort of grew from there.
So I first heard about the band by watching Nick and Nora, the movie, and so I learned that you guys have had songs in a few other movies, like the Shrek, the trailer, and a few others. So, like, how did those things come about?
Do you want to answer that?
Well, we're with a company called Bank Robber, and they place music in film and television. Mm-hmm. And then also we just have some friends in the industry that have gotten our music in the hands of the right people.
So, Justin, like, are you the main person that writes the songs, or is it like a collaborative thing?
I write the songs, and then I bring sort of an acoustic version of that into the group or send it to them, and then we get together and sort of hash it out in the room and figure it out and build on that. But yeah, the basic core of the song is written, and then we all bring our own elements to it.
So the series that we're doing, is about young people who are working in the creative process, people that wanted to start bands and dancers and things like that. Is there something that you all can tell them about you guys' process that you all can share with them?
I don't think there's one right or wrong way to do it. I think everyone kind of has to figure it out on their own. Mm-hmm. The most important thing is just to start doing it and don't question whether or not you're doing it right. Just do it, and everything will fall into place.
Yeah, follow your instinct. I think that's the most important thing. It's just, the more you write songs, the more you play, the better you get, the more you figure out who you are as a musician and as a talent, and what you want to do and what you want to say. It's all from just keeping going and keeping playing and keeping writing and working.
You guys have anything to say down there?
Just make things and try your hardest and worry about if it's good or not later.
Yeah, I agree with that. Andy Warhol says something almost exactly like that.
So in 5 years, where would you all like to see the band?
Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I don't. Maybe upgrade to a much bigger touring bus. Much more success, making more records, playing to bigger audiences, and continue doing the same thing to a bigger extent, I think.
So what is the best thing about being inside of a rock band or a band just in general?
I mean, for me, it's the sort of the creative release. It's being able to create something new and something that's new to the world. Creating a brand new thing and putting it out there, a piece of art in a way.
Okay. So if you all had to say what genre you were, what would you all categorize you all as?
Probably power metal.
Power metal. It's pretty intense. I just tell people rock and roll because it's such a broad genre.
It is. It's like indie pop. It's basically just good songs. I think but it's. I think it would.
A genre?
It's not, but I think that's the indie pop is the world that we kind of get mostly put into.
Okay. So what is the best thing that you guys have accomplished, and what would you all like to accomplish?
I think I can answer what we'd all like to accomplish. I think all of us would be happy to be able just to support ourselves from the band, not have to have side jobs,
We all have day jobs.
A bread and butter job.
Yeah, exactly.
We make enough to sort of keep the band going, but we don't make enough to support our own lives, sort of in a way. So that would be great, you know, to make a bunch of money making music. That's the, you know, that's the dream.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. In terms of what's the best thing we've accomplished, it feels like that's kind of constantly changing. Like making it one more day, still doing it, is kind of like the best accomplishment. Is like we're on tour right now. Each time we do it, it's kind of a miracle that we make it through it, because there's always a lot of stuff that goes wrong.
Yeah.
And just being able to get along with collaborators for as long as we have, that's a miracle every day.
And we're making our third record, so it's like, oh, we've done it, you know, we've made it this far, and we have a whole bunch of new songs, and we're continuing. It's, you know, that's kind of the exciting thing for us right at the moment.
Have you all changed from the first record to the record now? Well, like I know that you guys switched drummers, right? How did that feel to, like, you know, come into a band that was already formed?
It was interesting because, you know, I had to learn someone else's parts, which is always kind of a challenge because, you know, you develop your own kind of style. So I had to adapt what was played on the record to kind of fit my style. I definitely think that the drumming is way better on the record that I played on.
So how did it feel for you guys to lose like a piece man of your band and then having to replace it?
Yeah, so it's one of those things. It's, you know, it's a transitional thing, and you end up kind of getting better as it out of it because you're rehearsing with someone new. They bring new stuff to it. Feels change, and you end up sort of recreating the songs a little bit, taking a new look at them, and they become kind of new again.
And you guys are all a lot happier now, right?
Obviously.
Yeah.
That's not the only member that's different. This is our third bassist.
Third?
Yeah.
Oh, well, kind of.
Well,
We had a transitional bassist.
okay. Well, we could count me as the second one then.
That's true. Louis played the bass on the second record because we lost our bass player right before that.
Lost our drummer.
So that's-
our drummer right before the first record,
Yeah.
and we lost our bassist right before the second.
Yeah.
So we're in the middle of the third record. Nobody's quit yet. We'll see what happens.
So back to my first question: have you all changed? And aside from changing people, has the sound changed from the first record?
I think that you're always continually growing. You're like, you look at your last record and you want to outdo that. You kind of see what songs you've done and you're like, okay, these are the kind of things that I love to do. These are the songs I feel like I'm missing, or this is, you know, every time you do something, you're at a different point in your life. So the songs sort of represent that point in your life too. So songs that I might have written 5-6 years ago, whatever, I would never write them today because I'm in such a different place in my life and I'm thinking about different things or writing about different things. So I think it's always a continual process. Plus, the more we record records, the more you get accustomed to it. You figure out what everybody's skills are, and you get better and better at the process, and you try new things and all that sort of stuff. It's just it's always a growing process.
So is there something that you all would like your fans to know, like, before we close out?
Oh, man.
We're in front of a Popeyes in Washington, D.C. right now.
They're that cool, guys. They did the interview in front of a Popeyes.
It smells really good. What's a good, like, insider story? Do we have anything? Come on, we have to have something. Something crazy that has happened. Something crazy
that's happened on this tour.
I don't know. Or what's a
Well, how was the tour going?
It's good. We got really super sick, which was a really crappy way to start the tour because we were like 4 days into it, and we were just puking like crazy. I fainted in the bathroom at the bar. Doug was puking. Louis is puking. Grant didn't puke, I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think he's able to puke.
Great job.
That's what
That's your Grant is unable to puke.
Yeah.
Unable to vomit.
He's invincible.
He is. He's like a superhero.
That's a weird superpower.
Well, we could also say something more reasonable, like we have a third record that's almost done, and that will be out hopefully about March.
Yeah, coming in the new year. Army Navy's new LP.
Okay, guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us and at the Popeyes and being so cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.